Love is beautiful, love is magical. But what happens when love is tested in the most horrifying way? This is the story of Ndubuisi and Zikora, a love so perfect, yet so fragile. Tonight's story will take you on an emotional journey through love, fear, and unforgettable betrayal. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing African story. Now let's begin. Zikora stirred from sleep, stretching as the early morning sunlight shined into the room. She smiled, turned to kiss her lover's forehead, but something felt off. Ndubuisi wasn't moving. "Dubi," she whispered, nudging him gently. No response. "Ndubuisi, stop playing, Joe," she chuckled nervously, pushing him harder, but he lay still, breathless, ice cold. The air thickened, her smile vanished. She placed her ear on his chest. No heartbeat. "Jesus, Ndubuisi," she screamed. She shook him, slapped him, tears pouring down her face. Her hands trembled. Her heart raced like thunder in her chest. She reached for her phone. His mother was calling, then his sister, then Somto. She couldn't speak. Alone in the house, she had to drag his limp body from the bed downstairs. Her tears soaked his chest as she cried, "Wake up, please. We planned forever. You can't do this to me." At the car, she struggled to lift him into the passenger seat. Her hands shook so badly, she could barely fit the car into the ignition. A security guard chuckled as she drove out. Madam, Oga too like enjoyment. You don't sleep reach this kind level." She forced a shaky laugh. The pain inside her was unbearable, but she didn't go to the hospital. She went to the estate's waste pit. There, under the darkening sky, she wept. She held his cold hands and whispered, "Remember the case we said we would name. Remember the dreams we shared together. Wake up, please." Then something slipped from his pocket, a small velvet box. She opened it, a ring, an engagement ring. She collapsed beside his body, in shock, screaming into the silence, her tears echoing into the night. The city was buzzing with its usual chaos, horns blaring, traders shouting, and the distant sound of Afrobeat playing from a nearby store. In the heart of the city, two couples sat at their favorite hangout spots, a cozy rooftop lounge called Sky Breeze. The sunsets painted golden hues across the skyline as laughter echoed from their table. Ndubuisi and Zikora had been together for 6 years. They were inseparable, best friends, lovers, and business partners. Ndubuisi is an architect with charm that could melt eyes. He usually teased Zikora that she was the blueprint of his life. Zikora was a witty and compassionate fashion designer, called him her compass. Their closest friends, Somto and Amara, were the other couple. Though younger in their relationship, they often found themselves inspired by Ndubuisi and Zikora's love. The four were known around the estate as the Inseparables. On this particular evening, Ndubuisi's smile lingered a bit longer than usual as he looked at Zikora. In his pocket, hidden deep beneath his palm, was a velvet box holding a diamond ring. But he had a plan, a dramatic, unforgettable plan. Ndubuisi had spent weeks organizing the perfect proposal. Not the normal dinner kind, he wanted it to be epic, magical. But it had to be unexpected. He shared his plan with his mother, siblings, and even Somto. The idea is to prank Zikora by pretending to be dead, creating a horrifying moment of grief before flipping it into a joyful surprise. His mother had frowned at this idea. "Ndubuisi, this kind of thing can go wrong. Play with love, not life," she warned. "Mama, I know her. She's strong. She won't break," he assured. A week later, Ndubuisi visited Zikora's apartment. Amara and Sonto were away for the weekend, so it was just the two of them. They cooked together, shared palm wine, danced to old school high life, and laughed until they were breathless. "You are my forever, Ziko," he said as they coiled up on the couch. "And you are my home, Dubi," she smiled. They headed to the bed, full and happy. What happened next would change everything. Zikora woke up before him, stretched and yawned. She kissed his forehead, but he didn't move. "Dubi," she called softly. No response. She shook him, still nothing. Panic crept in slowly. "Ndubuisi, stop playing. This isn't funny." Her voice cracked as she placed her head on his chest. There was silence, no heartbeats. Cold skin. She screamed. No neighbors responded. The entire block had gone for a weekend retreat. Her phone rang. It was his mom. She couldn't speak. Then his sister. Then Sonto. She fell beside him, crying, shaking and praying. "Please wake up. This is not what we planned for herself. Please, Ndubuisi, wake up. Don't do this to me," she cried. With no one to help, she summoned every strength of hers. She dragged his body through the hallway, down the stairs, and into the car. The state security waved. Madam. Oga too dey sleep, eh? This man na enjoyment king o." She forced a smile. Her heart was breaking. She didn't drive to the hospital. She couldn't bear it. She parked near the estate waste pit, trembling. The sun had set. Darkness cloaked her grief. She laid him down beside the bins and cried like a child. "We planned our children's name, our wedding, our future. You can't leave me now." As she reached to cover his body with a white cloth. While trying to cover his body with a cloth, something fell from his pocket, a ring box. Her breath was caught. As she opened it, she screamed through the night. Reality dawned on her. He came to propose. He was never sick. So what went wrong? She picked the ring and held his face. "Come back, Dubi. Come back. Please, I will say yes, I swear." But he remained still, eyes closed. She cleaned her tears, kissed his forehead and whispers, "I will face whatever comes out of this." She immediately dragged his body back into the passenger seat and drove back to the house to get her cell phone to inform his relative about what happened. As she approached the door, she noticed it was opened. She remembered locking it. Shadows moved inside. "What more can happen?" she whispered, picking up a plank as she entered the house. People screamed and clapped. Sonto, Amara, and his mom, and her parents, her friends and neighbors. And in the center, Ndubuisi, alive, smiling, on one knee. Zikora couldn't believe her eyes, and she collapsed on the floor. Water splashed on her face. "Ziko, Ziko." She blinked. Ndubuisi's eyes met hers. "Baby, I thought nothing could move you. Will you marry me?" Tears flowed again. "Yes," she whispered. Zikora sat alone in her room, the engagement ring still on her finger. Her face was pale. The joy from the surprise had evaporated. Ndubuisi's laughter haunted her. The trauma of dragging him across the compound, the coldness of his skin, the grief, the shame. It didn't vanish with the word surprise. Her phone rang again. It was her mother. "Zikora, are you okay now?" "I need time, Mama," she whispered. Ndubuisi came knocking. She didn't answer. She began having nightmares. The feeling of his lifeless body haunted her. She jumped at the sound of ringing phones. She refused to speak to anyone, not even Amara. Ndubuisi grew worried. "I was just trying to be romantic," Ndubuisi told Somto. "Dubi, you went too far." She saw death. She felt loss. You can't joke with grief. A week later, someone posted a video of the surprise on Instagram. It went viral. Hashtagged a deadly proposal. It trended. Some laughed. Others were horrified. TV shows picked it up. Radio hosts debated on ethics and trauma. Zikora felt stripped bare. She sent a message to Ndubuisi. "Please stay away for now." Amara and Somto visited. "You've not eaten," Amara scolded. Zikora stared at the untouched jollof rice. "I don't know who I am anymore," she whispered. "He made me live the worst day of my life as a joke." Ndubuisi showed up at her studio, alone. No cameras, no flowers. "I didn't mean to hurt you," he said, eyes heavy. "It was stupid. I was stupid. I died with you that night," she replied. "I don't know if I can come back." He nodded slowly. "Then I will wait for as long as it takes." Zikora took a trip to her hometown to stay with her grandmother. The peaceful village air began to heal her. One morning, she sat by the stream, sketching a wedding gown. "Do you love him?" her grandmother asked. She looked down. "I don't know, Mama, but he loves you. He made a mistake, but not with his heart." 2 months passed. Zikora returned back to the city, stronger and calmer. She resumed work. Her first public appearance was at a fashion show. Ndubuisi was in the crowd, watching silently. Afterwards, he gifted her a flower, just a single sunflower, her favorite. They met at Sky Breeze. "I'm sorry," he said again. She nodded. "I'm healing, but it's not easy." "I understand you, babe. I know it's not easy, but please find a way in your heart to forgive me." Zikora smiled faintly. "One day at a time," she replied. Ndubuisi took her to the beach. No audience, no surprises. Just a small picnic, just them. He got on one knee again. "Zikora, I want to spend my life undoing your pain with love. Will you marry me?" Tears dropped in her eyes. "Yes, but no pranks anymore." He laughed, relieved. A deal sealed. Their wedding was small, beautiful, and filled with meaning. Zikora walked down the aisle in the gown she sketched. And as they danced under the stars, no one could deny love had nearly died that night, but it came back stronger. No longer perfect, but real. Fragile, fierce, forged in fire, and that was more than enough. Hey lovelies, this brings us to the end of this wonderful story. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. What would you have done if you were in Zikora's shoe? Would you still say yes after such a terrifying experience? Do you think love should ever be tested with fear or pain? Can pranks go too far in relationships? Who do you blame the most, Ndubuisi for the prank or Zikora for how she reacted? Is anyone completely innocent in this situation? Have you ever been betrayed by someone you deeply trusted? How did you handle it? Tell us your story in the comments below. Do you believe in fate and signs in relationships? Like the ring falling out of his pocket, was it destiny trying to tell her something? The moral lessons from this story are: never play with the emotions of someone who truly loves you. Emotional trust is fragile. Once broken, it may never return the same. Communication is better than drama, especially in love. Testing someone's love through fear could cause lasting trauma. Know your partner's emotional limits. What you find funny might deeply hurt someone else. Love isn't just about the highs. It's about navigating the lows with care and empathy. Ndubuisi's prank showed her emotional judgment despite good intention. Always think about the consequences of your action. What starts as a joke might turn into a nightmare. There's a thin line between surprise and betrayal. Make sure your surprises leave smiles, not scars. If you love this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating African story tales. I remain your favorite storyteller, African Story Tales by Abby. Bye!